say you don't believe in an intro.
Still don't. Still don't. It's a waste of time. I mean, I don't really believe in birthdays or any anniversaries or holidays or how
Are you a Jehovah Witness?
No.
Because they don't believe in any of that stuff either.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should be. Maybe I know some people. Maybe they can get me in.
I have direct family members that are Jehovah Witness. They'll take anybody, but I just feel like it's the least joyous religion of them all.
Well, I'm quite joyous because I only focus on the meat and not the, oh, I'm so excited to be here. Please tune into our next episode. Who cares?
You know, that reminds me of Larry David. He said that he was so disgusted by the hatred of his finale episode of Seinfeld that he said if he ever did another series, which he did, Curb Your Enthusiasm, he said, no, we're not going to wrap it up. He said he'll never do a definitive end. You're not into definitive beginnings. He's not into definitive endings.
No, that too. You see my stand-up. I go, okay, bye. I just bye. Like, oh, thankful. I'm so thankful to be here. Nobody cares. Just shut up.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, we are going. Okay. I was like, wait, is our audio okay? We're really, 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 really paranoid about our audio because it took us like 10 years to figure this out.
Well, we put you in charge of the audio, and it's torture, and I think...
It's not torture because of me, it's torture because, you look at these...
Torture.
You look at other podcasts, like Tom Segura and his wife, they have a team of like 18 people in the back. Everybody has a team of 18 people. It's just us. Right. So,
Well, audio is a form of torture. So, Putin, if you want to take over Ukraine, just have everyone do audio and they'll all self-combust and they'll melt. You look like you were melting earlier.
Oh, yes. Last night, how can I forget? Last night we opened for Angel Salazar.
Super fun.
Many of you might know him as Chi from Scarface. And, roll the tape. We got a little footage from last night.
I'm the fat guy. You too. I'm the fat guy. Here, let me tell you. Say good night to the fat guy.
Say good night to the bad guy. You know what? You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? Because you don't have the guts to be who you want to be.
That's right. That's right.
You know what, Angel?
That's
you
right.
need people like me. You need people like me. Say goodbye, you fucking singers.
I always tell the truth, even when I lie.
Where are you guys going? Well.
I got to do something.
Where are we going? We're going to Elon Musk's house.
Hey, maybe we are going to Elon Musk's house. I don't know.
Maybe we is.
So thank you, Dan Romano, for having us.
Thank you so much. We love Dan Romano.
Have you opened for Angel Salazar as Scarface Man before?
No, I never have. Oh, Angel Salazar. Everybody in the room. No, that was a lot of fun, though. And we love Dan. And I definitely went OD on that food buffet.
Yeah, you were dead coming back.
Yeah, Jen said, I've never seen you eat this much.
I'm like, you eat?
No, you've seen me eat.
Not really. You eat like someone who's on a diet. You like someone who's like dieting down for something. Like a banana here or something. I don't know. But speaking of bananas, I have a song I'd like to sing you that I sang last night.
Oh, please go ahead.
English,
Jen has this to if I could intro the clip. This is a real life clip.
I like her.
Jen has this new song that she's obsessed with. And it's called the Chiquita Banana?
Yeah, the Chiquita Banana.
Yeah, the Chiquita Banana song. And I think she learned it when she was a little kid. Yeah, and we were actually talking to Jen's mom on speakerphone the other day, and Jen's mom was saying that she remembers Jen having an infatuation with the woman who had a bunch of bananas on her head.
I don't remember that, but it's true. I often think about the lady with the bananas on their head. I think it's a staple. So here we go. I'm a Chiquita Banana, and I'm here to say, if you want to kill your teacher, then do this right away. Just take a banana peel and throw it on the floor and watch your teacher go sliding out the door. Hey!
Woo! Hey!
Murder advice from 5-year-old self. Banana peels. So maybe for the people who are anti-guns, they can get banana peels.
Oh, jeez.
Right? What do you think of that? What do you think Alex Jones would think of that?
Alex Jones, look, Chiquita Banana was a false operation. They're all crisis actors. That teacher never fell down. And look,
Look, 1776 will commence again unless you deliver those bananas that were stolen from the Cubans back to Puerto Rico. You figure that one out.
Alex, do you think that Sandy Hook was full of banana peels and not guns? There was a scandal before that Alex Jones said that Sandy Hook was not real, right? Didn't he say that?
I wanted to keep this episode lighthearted, and
No.
the massacre of 6-year-olds has been brought up. Look, as a Christian person who believes deeply and strongly in Jesus Christ, everybody makes mistakes. Alex Jones, one of those people.
You think it was a mistake, or you think Sandy Hook really didn't happen like he said?
I keep trying to drag her out of the hole, and she keeps being like, nope, I want to go back in the hole.
I'm just going to say someone named Anthony on my Facebook, which could be anyone, lives, I think, in Sandy Hook, and he has a lot to say on this, and actually, I would think he would agree with Alex Jones. Now, I'm not saying Sandy Hook didn't happen, but I am saying someone on my Facebook that might be in a band might agree with Alex Jones. That's all.
I think Sandy
We'll
Hook
talk
happened.
after. Yeah, I'm not saying he did it. I'm just... I don't know what I'm saying. Let's go to the next piece
What's
of
the
news.
deal with Sandy Hook? It happened! Jen's trying to cancel us before we even... We're going to be like the... what's his name? The guy that got fired from SNL before he ever got to do an episode. Jen's trying to make us the Shane Gillis of podcasts.
Well, I've been doing that to myself for a while because I think it's it's like relationships. You put all the crazy out day 1, day 2, so there's no surprises. So then there's a longevity factor. So when people meet me, friendships, work, whatever, you see me on business calls. I talk to people day 1, kinda how they're going to be talked to on day 300. So I figure if we do a preemptive canceling, then there's no, what? Oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Yes, you did. You saw it day 1. You saw it.
Yeah, but the thing is, a podcast is like, we don't have a boss. So it's like, let's do it on our own. But then to do it on your own, you need one thing and one thing only, and that is an audience.
True.
So if you say something so that the actual audience...
Well, then we're fucked. That's all I gotta say. We're fucked.
Unless Jen is so hardcore, she's like, nobody needs to watch this.
Yeah, I'm like, don't say any fat
I don't
jokes.
even think
Don't
Alex
say a fat
Jones...
joke. I told him like 3 times, but yeah, I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
something
before the
fat.
podcast started, she's like, I think fat is off limits.
No,
I think people
it's
get
absolutely
offended by fat things. And now you're bringing up Sandy Hook.
Hey, what can I say? I'm just being me.
The massacre of 6-year-olds. But,
Which did happen.
but we can't make fun of Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
Look, it keeps going back to children.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next piece of news, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right,
Oh,
so,
you just
yeah.
turned Canadian.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the next piece of news, yeah?
All right, so Coco from Ice-T and Coco, the wife, she said that she doesn't shower every day, and this made news. And she said that she only showers when she feels icky. Thoughts?
Well, since I've met you, you and I have had different views on showers.
Right.
I would say I'm somewhere in the middle between, let's say, Coco's on one end,
Right.
Jen is on the other opposing end. I'm
Right.
sort of in the middle.
Right.
I could go a couple days without showering. But I'm not proud of it.
God.
But, you know, I'm a man.
It is true.
I got testosterone and I don't need to be clean. That's Alex Jones again. Look, folks, showering is a hoax.
No.
And the popular opinion everywhere at the party last night would playfully disagree. Can Jason shower next time he does comedy here? No, I'm just kidding. No one said that.
But they did.
No one said that. I just want to spread rumors, that's all.
But, yeah, no, I think, you know, if you go a day without showering, that's okay. Definitely, you know what? You don't want 2 days to pass. Chivalry.
No.
You don't want 2 days to pass. But Jen showers like 3 times a day.
Yeah, like 1, 2, 3. Sometimes 1, I'm like, whoa.
You know, when we were going over the topic, I said, I posed a question. I said, well, how often do they shower in prison?
Yeah, and I feel like that's...
Not that that's the standard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that the standard for comparing everything to prison? Like, that itself is flawed. Well, I have very strong feelings on this. Here's my thoughts. Coco, do whatever you want if you and your husband are happy. If you want to have iced tea that's a little dirty, like whatever, you want to put some dirt in your iced tea and drink that, it's up to you as long as you guys are happy, whatever. But here's the deal. I would think for her husband's sake, if she wants any part of her body to be put in his mouth, then she should probably wash it. Just think of this. If any body part is supposed to go in your mouth, it should be like a kiwi, right? So if a kiwi is in a public bathroom once or twice or 3 times for a couple of minutes and maybe in close proximity to a toilet, do you put that kiwi in your mouth? No, you take some detergent and you wash it and perhaps you scrub it and then you put it in your mouth. And that's the rule for body parts. So if you're ever asking yourself, folks at home, should I wash myself? Is any body part, is any piece of your body gonna go in someone's mouth? Would you wash a kiwi? If you wouldn't wash your kiwis or fruit, then by all means. But I wash my fruit before it goes in my mouth. I don't take it from the grocery store, and that's my final answer.
Yeah, well, you are quite extreme.
Yes.
But I would say,
Yeah.
how does Ice-T feel about this? Because he seems like a guy that would lay down the line.
True.
I feel like if he's like, man, Coco, I want you to shout, then she's going to shout.
Maybe.
You ever see the episode she did? She had a cameo on Law and Order.
No.
And it's like, here's the thing. If you looked at the two of them on camera together, neither of them, they ain't that good of an actor. You knew they were, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you could tell, because their characters weren't supposed to know each other. They were supposed to be complete strangers. But when you saw how they were reacting together on camera, there was some lip biting and some flirtation. It's like, see, a good actor, I don't care if it's your mom, your sister, your brother. If you're never supposed to know that person, they're a complete stranger. But Ice-T and Coco, you knew they were fooling around.
Well, maybe she showered that day and you couldn't resist. Maybe that's what happened. You know? Maybe she
that was
like,
one
I
of
felt
her.
a little icky.
Maybe
Not
that was
time
one of
to
her
shower.
days where she did take a shower.
Yeah, it wasn't the time to shower. Actually, you know what? There's an actor we know. I'm not going to name his name, but I know for a fact before he filmed his own film, he didn't shower that day, and I smelled a little something.
Interesting.
I
You know,
did
I met
smell a little
Ice-T
something.
once.
Oh yeah.
Did I ever tell you that story?
Sweet? Was he sweet?
He was
Did he taste sweet?
Ugh, was he sweet?
Stupid dad joke.
You know, that's such a girl question. Was
No, it's a
he
dad
sweet?
question.
Was he sweet
No, like,
to
was
you?
he sweet?
A guy would never be like, you met Ice-T?
No, it's not. It's a dad question.
Was Ice-T sweet?
Oh, I get it.
Yes, dummy.
Wow.
Was he sweet?
Wow. Call me Julia Fox because I
Jesus.
missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was working as a background actor, an extra. They changed extra, became politically incorrect, so it became background
Seriously?
acting. Yeah. And
Okay.
it was a school shooting scene, callback.
Really?
Jeez, is that the theme of this
We
episode?
love the school shoot. No.
It was a school shooting episode. And the day we were filming was 94 degrees out, and I had to keep running out of the school with all these kids. Granted, I was 26 years old at the time. Because I looked so young. I look young now. I'm 30 now, but I looked younger at 26. And I was the only one there who wasn't actually in high school. So I'm with all these kids. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm like, kind of staying to myself. I'm like, I'm not talking to these damn kids.
Kids. Kids.
And we kept having to run out the building over and over. I would say at least maybe between 70 to 100 times. So I got tired of it. I'm in the waiting room. I meet the one other person there that she was 18, okay? And I'm like, yeah, let's go to the liquor store and get a bottle.
Oh my God.
I used to drink at the time. I
Wow.
barely drink these days. But so we snuck off to the liquor store. And you know what? This is one of those times where breaking the rules paid off because we came back and we went into a side exit in the school because we were shooting at a school up in Harlem, New York.
Shooting at a school.
Jesus.
Sorry.
And no, don't apologize. No, we want controversy. We want to be the Howard Stern of
controversy
today
breeds
because
chaos.
Howard Stern is not the Howard
Yeah, I
Stern
want to
of
be
today.
just like Howard Stern.
So-
Get your 70-second vaccine, please.
No, we love the vaccine.
Yeah,
we love
oh,
it.
yeah, but that's
So-
why I get 72.
Get 73. So we're walking in, get as many vaccines as old as the president is.
All
So
at once.
I'm coming, I'm like, Ice-T, big fan. I'm like shoving the bottle in my pocket and he's like, hey man. He's like, thanks for working on the show. So he was mad cool. So that's my Ice-T story.
Sounds a little sweet.
Yeah, he was very sweet.
Not salty.
Not salty. Ah.
All right, neast piece of news. All right.
Pudding.
Got a lot of news from my mom. This is some news you can use. Now, this is for
Well, your mom-
procrastinators.
Wants to help out the show.
Yeah, she wants a cut. She wants a cut. She wants gifts. She wants me to buy her things. That's what she told me.
That's a
And
smart
she wants to
mom.
be my manager, but I said no. So then she asked
What
for
other
things.
reason would there be to have a kid?
Labor, cheap labor. So here we go. Japan, I call it Japan Jail Coffee Shop for procrastinators. Writers facing deadlines go to Tokyo's Manuscript Writing Cafe with an understanding. They can't leave until their work is done. Oh, and there's prodding thrown in to make sure they buckle down and finish. They can also ask for progress tracks as they work, with mild just asking them if they've finished as they pay, and normal being a check-in every hour. Those choosing hard will feel silent pressure from staff standing frequently behind them.
I love how everything in Asia, #NoRacist, is like a video game. You could choose easy,
Right.
medium, or hard. It's like, can we just live? No, but for those of you, Jen read out the black comedian doing white guy voice, and then this happened and that
Yes.
happened. But to speak in layman's
Yes,
terms,
thank
to
you.
all my blue collar brothers and sisters out there on the construction site or the whatever the hell, in
Dentist.
Asia, it's basically a Starbucks, but you go there to do work and they don't let you leave until the work is done.
They nag you.
Asia just hits different, doesn't
Like,
it?
here, wait, let's just do it. Here, read this.
Okay.
I want you to read this entire piece of paper, and you're gonna click the hard scale.
Okay,
I'm
click
gonna
hard.
I'm gonna stand over you
Mhm.
until you're done reading, because that's what this place does. They stand over you until you're done. Do you feel the pressure? Finish.
Well,
Finish. Didn't say you about beating.
I gotta tell ya, I would still procrastinate. I don't care. Like, I'd end up like talking to the staff, making friends with them, go in the
That's funny.
bathroom and jerk off.
Oh my god.
Am I the only one? I haven't done that in years. I've really turned around my life a lot. But
Feel the
yeah.
pressure?
No, I would just sit there until they kick me out, like an all you can eat buffet when they're like, you could only stay this amount of time. I'd be the first guy. If I flew to Japan to prove these people wrong, I'd be the first person that they kick out because I just.
You know what? That's actually, I could see you doing. I could see someone just standing behind you for 4 hours while you're just like watching porn and not doing your work. And you'd be
I
like,
wouldn't
okay.
watch porn in public.
Well, I don't mean.
But I would pick their brains. I'd start talking to them like, hey, fella,
That was hyperbole, but you know what I
how
mean.
you doing?
Just like texting people and not caring. Yeah. Or other people like, oh, I have to finish my assignment. Someone's standing behind me. Oh my God, someone's standing behind me. I feel the pressure. You'd be like, I don't know if you feel that pressure.
Would I be able to text people overseas? Because isn't there like a $30 fee for every? I would
What's
just.
up? Use
I
what's
would.
up.
Oh, what's? I call it
what's up.
WhatsApp.
I know. That's because that's the right way.
I don't know.
That's the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like living in the United States, you hear something like this and we're like, what? But over there, it's just commonplace. Everything is so different.
It's good to have someone I even said to you and I think a few other people, I said, if I don't have at least 1 or 2 parody songs done by the end of the year, please yell at me. Because if I know someone's going to be like disappointed in me on a real level, it helps. So that's kind of what this cafe is. If you don't have friends that are going to be, you're a loser. And I said that, and a week or 2 later, I created my first song.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess this is just another example of people not having a structure around them, so they need a cafe to let them know,
Right.
to make them finish their work. Oh, they can't find a girl to sleep with or a guy to sleep with, so they're having sex with robots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was watching the podcast the other day, and this guy was saying, oh, if he's lonely, he talks to Alexa.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Scott Adams, I'll name drop him. He said when he gets lonely, he'll have a conversation with Alexa.
But didn't he say he doesn't like to talk to his wife? Well, his wife is gone now.
Well,
but he didn't talk to his wife either.
Speaking of his wife, I found a video that Scott Adams, creator of Dilbert Cartoon, hosts a daily podcast
fan.
that I watch. I'm a fan. Yeah, I never told you about this. I only discovered it today.
Okay.
Scott Adams' ex-wife, Christina Basham, posted a video, quickly deleted it, and then cleaned it up. Everything I saw after that, she was very like, oh, me and Scott were on good terms. He said me and Christina were on good terms. But in this video, so she's a young, beautiful woman, just to give you some context. Gorgeous, stunning, gem level, beautiful.
Thank you.
Scott Adams is a old, pale, bald, unattractive, but brilliant
Not that there's
mind.
anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, or being fat, or anything like that. We don't want to shame anybody. This is a safe space. If you're watching this, you just feel however you are. If you're 700 and 800 pounds, we love it.
It's not a safe space.
Christina said in this video that when she found out that she had cancer, she went to Scott and told him, I'll show you the video. We could actually, I don't want to get sued or anything.
Okay.
So we'll just, because she deleted it, so she doesn't want it out
but
there.
you acted out.
She was like, when I found out that I had cancer, she's still using, by the way, she's talking about this serious topic.
Right.
She's still using the filter.
Okay, well.
You know, with like the flowers on her face. Not the flowers on her, that's an exaggeration.
There's people that are going to use that
But
filter
she's using the filter,
funerals.
and she's still gorgeous, but she's using the filter.
Right.
And she goes, I don't want to do the impression because it's too serious of a topic.
Sure.
But basically, she said that she told Scott that she had cancer.
Oh.
And she said, she said that was the first person she went to, her husband, her partner in life. And instead of saying, oh, hey, babe, I'm so sorry. Oh, my gosh. Hugging her, kissing her.
Right.
He just said, this is her words. Scott, this is her words. I'm not taking a side here. She goes, he just said, oh, there's another reason for you to not have sex with me.
Oh, wow.
Another excuse. Sorry, that's the word she used.
Maybe she had a lot of excuses. I mean, listen, if I had even one excuse, that would stand out. And if I heard another one, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to have sex with Scott Adams.
I think I know people who would. I'm not going to list them, but I think I know people who would. It seems like they're tight. So,
yeah, but would Scott want to have sex with them back? There's always somebody out there that would be willing to have sex with somebody else. The thing is, there's a lot of Cosbys out there. Oh, I would do it.
Good point.
But would they be willing to do it back?
Yeah, probably not.
No woman has ever told me no.
Well, you know what? Honestly, in his defense, if she had one excuse or two, that's kind of hurtful. You should be touching someone if you're married to them, right? That should almost be like, I think, in a prenup. You had a prenup. I had a prenup, and I was sexually able. Let's just say I was. I'm not gonna reveal if I am or not. That's up for. I'm not gonna say that. But I would put in the prenup, I think 2 times a week is a must. And if you can't do 2 times and you can only make 1 time, then if I was with a guy and he only would do 1 time, which only happened once, he's gay or something's going on behind their back. Once a week, yeah. So maybe it should have been a prenup. And I think she was legally breaching some things by not doing something and giving him an excuse. So it makes sense.
I don't know if they had a written contract, but I assume Scott, one of the comments was like, look, if you're a gorgeous woman and you're marrying a 2, then clearly he expects sex, which, I guess, sure, he is expecting sex, but I don't know. I just feel like both parties are culpable. When you have an older, unattractive man marrying a young, attractive woman, it's always because the girl wants the money, the guy wants the girl for the looks. And once you cross that finish line and you get married and the girl has the money, they're in California. If they split up, she gets half. It's like, I don't have much sympathy for Scott. I'm not a male rights supremacist for Scott. It's like, because I believe in personality. You know what I'm saying? Like a relationship, if personality becomes above everything, because looks fade, everything fades. If I can't hang out with you, if I'm bored, I've been on a date with gorgeous, beautiful women. If I can't talk to them and have a good time discussing things with them, I'm out. I don't even want to sleep with them. I mean, I don't have to do it, but it's like,
you don't have to sleep with them. You can tell them to go home. Then you don't have to sleep with them.
Right. I'm just saying, like, I'm a personality junkie. I need to be...
Personality and there's no sleeping.
Yeah, I need to be entertained.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, Scott Adams, I think...
Spent a lot of time talking about Scott Adams' love life.
The final thought is that I think it's an unspoken agreement In a marriage, that you should be this sex twice a week, and if you're not, unspoken, you're violating that agreement. That's my PSA. That's my rule for all married people, like it or hate it. And if she wasn't meeting the 2 times a week rule, well, there you
Well,
go.
Jen, you're gonna have a lot of men coming after you because that's.
I'm married already. I'm a married man. I have been for 10 years.
And I'm a married woman.
So not available. Yeah, and you don't want to be married to me anyway. Yeah, you don't. Those standards are. It's too high. You can't reach it. Anyway, all right, let's go to the next piece of news. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, you're not making your bed prevents bed bugs, according to one new study. So you won't get bed bugs if you don't make your bed.
Yeah. So this story says that if you don't make your bed, you're less likely to get bed bugs, which immediately had me thinking, what is it that bed bugs like about a made bed? It just doesn't make any sense.
It keeps them warm. They can hide and keeps them warm. I know they don't like the light, so they hide from the light. So that might be it, because the light can't hit them in a made bed, whereas an unmade bed is exposed to the light. So I think, but I was told the heat, but I was also told from someone who tells me all the wrong things. So it might be heat, it might be light.
You know what? This whole conversation, I'm going to go a completely different way.
Yeah.
If comedy doesn't work out, which it has been lately, things have been going well,
right.
I'll just become an exterminator. Because I've known 2 separate people that had bed bug issues, and they both had to vacate their apartment for a week and spend thousands of dollars. There was lawsuits, there was this, there was that.
Lawsuits?
There was a lot of money in extermination.
Lawsuits?
And well, they were suing the landlord.
Okay.
So that was in addition to the whatever. But it's just because there's always going to be bugs.
Yeah, there's always going to be bugs. There's always going to be teeth. There's going to be bugs. Yeah, and I can be your assistant because I know so much about getting rid of bed bugs and roaches and mice. I know tons. I can give a whole.
How?
Well, bed bugs, you want to take everything off. You want to put in burning boiling hot water, just burn everything, and you want to expose light to every surface. There's little nooks and crannies that's in the mattresses and over the room, and you want to vacuum every nook and cranny. English Muffins, shout out, what's up? Not a sponsor, maybe one of them.
Have you ever had bed bugs?
No, but I thought I did once. I thought I did when I was in Virginia. That's how I know so much about them. And I was frantically looking up information. I vacuumed every little crevice of this condo. I just maybe had little itches. It might have been a mosquito. I just wanted to be careful. Just to be careful.
She uprooted her whole apartment because she got bit by a mosquito.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I just didn't know. You never know. You're a condo building.
There were bed bugs in there. We can't prove it, but I have the documents right here. There were bed bugs in Jen's apartment.
Yeah, if you think you have bed bugs, don't bring anything in at all. Leave everything out because every single thing that's there has to be vacuumed or burned or or washed.
Call 1-800-BED-BUGS.
Yeah.
Promo code Alex Jones.
Well, I think that probably a man, because I feel like men more don't make their bed than women. I know a lot of women that are pro it and men that don't care, but my dad is OCD. So I think a man might have wrote this article saying that it prevents bed bugs, so he doesn't have to make his bed, and then his wife doesn't divorce him.
You think this was fake news?
Maybe. If I was a husband and I didn't want to make a bed, I would write a fake article and be like, look, this article says that it prevents bed bugs. Now I guess I don't have to make the bed. Sorry, honey, and I can only have sex once a week. Sorry.
Like a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
Sorry. See, it sounds like I'm just going to make up studies every time I don't want to do something.
Yeah?
Yeah. So,
go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
So anyways, folks, I never make my bed.
Me neither. Never.
Sometimes I do, but anytime I do, it's a pain.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm literally just I've never made a bed in my life. I'm 30 years old. No, I'm saying I have, but I'm saying I've never made a bed in my life without feeling, oh God, why am I doing it? What is the point?
Yeah.
I could be, investing in Bitcoin right now or something.
It's like going to liberal arts college. Like, why am I here? Why am I learning this?
Yeah,
why is it $30,000 a year? Making your bed.
Yeah, the point is, you don't need to make your bed. It's a waste of time.
You don't make your bed, and maybe you won't get bed bugs, and maybe it's a fake study created by an angry husband. We don't know. So figure it out, because guess what? I think one thing we've probably all learned this year is that we don't know what's fake news and what isn't. And
this is true.
Even studies from esteemed medical journals, if you don't know now that you can't trust them, then I don't know when you'll wake up. Yeah. Next piece of news, which isn't really news still. Balenciaga, fashion news. Fashion news. You can see the picture right here. Distressed, worn out. They look like 500-year-old shoes. They're selling these for how much? I don't know, hundreds or thousands.
$1,800.
$1,800. Thank you.
$1,800 for shoes that look like they've been through World War II.
You should try to get these, sell these for $1,800 soon, but they're not yet. Distressed in like 5 more years.
No, they're still kicking.
Why are they doing this?
Well, I just think it's a joke coming true. This was predicted 21 years ago in our favorite movie, Zoolander. It was the homeless fat. Well, Kanye kind of brought it to life, but then these people, they're really. I just feel like at this point it's just for attention. You know what I mean? It's just to grab a headline, but then...
You think they're trolling people too? Kind of just to see what kind of reaction they're going to get? You think...
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is the era of NFTs and virtual reality real estate. Snoop Dogg is selling skyscrapers that don't exist.
No.
This is like the era of clout and fakeness, and it's almost cool to be ridiculous. You know, you could see examples of that all over the place. So I think that, I'll be honest, I will be 100,000. If I had $1,800 to spend, I would buy these shoes. Because people are talking about them.
Really?
And they look ridiculous. Yeah, I would do them. But I would do it ironically.
Yeah, for sure.
I would do it ironically. Then you'd have some guy who's like, yeah, this is just what I think is cool.
They look like they
I would rock them ironically.
Okay, so maybe trolling, maybe to get more awareness for the brands.
You
No.
You wouldn't, no.
No. I'd more like...
You wouldn't even buy new shoes.
I would. But not white. But you know what the good thing about them is they already look old, so maybe they'd be good for a lifetime. Maybe those are like lifetime wearing shoes. All right, moving on. Yeah?
Sure, yeah, we beat that down.
All right.
Yeah.
Brittany. So Brittany is showing a lot of nude pics. There was like 4 or 5, all the same pic all in a row. And she said photo dump of her trip, but someone said it's not a photo dump if you're just showing 5 with the same photo.
Brittany likes to post nude pictures, and I'm not a psychologist. I'm not gonna get into Brittany's mental health. My reaction to this is more on the public's reaction to Brittany.
Right.
And I think that the public wanted to free Brittany, free Brittany, free Brittany. The second Brittany was freed, now it's like, they're out for blood. Let's tear Brittany down. Let's knock her off her pedestal. You've seen it time and time again. The public will build you up and then knock you down. And the public is too stupid to realize that they're doing this themselves. Like, they'll build you up, knock you down, build you up again, knock you down again. Because the same public who's like, free Brittany was treated so unfairly 20 years ago. They were the public that was like condemning Brittany 20 years ago. She shaved her head. Can you believe that? Water cooler talk. So everybody's full of shit. And I'm pro Brittany because... Also, people are like, making jokes. Yeah, I'd actually have a shot with Brittany now. And it's like,
wow.
She was gorgeous. She was beyond gorgeous 20 years ago. But she's not ugly now. Have you been to the United States of America?
Yeah, no.
Have you been? We're in New York, LA. Yeah, most people are, but if you've been to Nebraska, Ohio, Wyoming, people are, nobody should be talking about her looks. And you know what? She could do whatever she wants with her money.
Never gonna build you up. I'm never gonna break you down. Never gonna leave you alone and desert you, Brittany. Yeah, you think that people are hating on her because she got her freedom, basically. Now she got her freedom, so now let's hate on her, right? It's like she's no longer this... I just think people are hating on her because she's showing off her body. And I think you show off your body like that so much... It kind of breeds haters. I'm not really seeing hate on the comments. I'm more seeing people just like, are you okay? Like, people are just worried about
No, I'm seeing a lot of hate.
You're seeing, like, hate?
I'm seeing a lot of hate.
Like what? Like...
People just being like, this ain't it. Like, it's just hate.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's enough.
I got a this ain't it on my YouTube this week. My first time ever. It's a KK... I'm imitating a KKK member. And I knew when I posted, I was like, I wonder, but it got equal thumbs up and thumbs down. And someone said, this ain't it.
You could make KKK jokes because you're a Jew.
I guess so. And I'm imitating him. I'm not condoning. I'm not
They don't
saying
like Jews,
I
the
want to be like
KKK.
this guy. Well, we don't know that.
No, we know.
We should visit.
It's
We
on
should-
record.
We should visit and
Go to
see
their website.
Yeah, I know. I heard. I mean, I like to experience
Jews
things.
are below black. They hate Jews first. Blacks are second.
I like to experience
Everybody thinks the
things for
KKK
myself.
and blacks. Sure.
I think we should ask them firsthand. I like firsthand knowledge.
I used
don't
to be a
like
big Jerry
hearsay.
Springer watcher. I know all about the KKK.
So maybe, if you're KKK, get in touch and let me know how much you hate me or like me. Direct
We should
news.
invite a Klansman on the show, or
I would
Klanswoman,
love that.
or Klans they
But
them.
Exactly. Any type. Whatever you identify as.
Yeah.
All right, next, after Brittany, we have, all right, I want to announce this.
We want the Klan perspective.
I also want the Joe Biden lover perspective. I don't know when, but June or whenever I'm feeling like extra lovey-dovey about Joe Biden, I'm going to be having a Joe Biden rally. I am Joe Biden's #1 fan. If you think you're a bigger fan, then you can come at me, bro, and let me know you exist. So sometime in June, we'll love to meet some of you. Not you, but yeah, you. Come to my I Love Joe Biden rally. Joe Biden himself might be there.
Hey, come on, man. Where is the come on. We're at the rally. I'm with the thing. Come on. And that's okay.
Joe, you done?
Hey, look. Black people and white people, they're together. They're allowed to talk to each other now. Come on. That's okay. Yeah, I'm done. Your mom, I'll take you outside the flagpole.
Oh God! All right.
My former boss, Barack Lama, and that's he was
You said Barack
excuse me, of color.
Barack J. Lama.
That's okay, particularly LQBG the T. That's what it is. I support him because we're all gay. Come on.
I don't think I'm gay.
That's okay. You might be you come on. You ain't black.
This really would be a great time for women to experiment with being gay if abortion is outlawed. Because that is one prevention. I mean, abstinence, of course. Abstinence is the best way. It's what I practice. But if I didn't practice abstinence, I'd probably be trying to go gay again. It didn't really take, I never really fully tried, but it never took.
I don't want to speak on the abortion topic because
it would prevent it.
This is like my fake, like, as a man, I don't know, but I don't want to touch on that because it's just, but what I can say is I've never
had one.
I've never been involved with a woman. I've never never been intimate with a woman. So I extra don't know don't want to give an opinion because I've never even been on the male end of that. I don't even, no sex till marriage. I don't even believe in sex post-marriage. Yeah.
I think that's very admirable. Yeah, abstinence. Abstinence is the way to go. And also...
Did you just say absinthe?
I think I did. Sometimes
You did.
sometimes I slur my words.
Isn't that like an alcohol?
Yes, it is. It's great. Actually, absinthe with watermelon chunks in it, very good. I call it absinthe soup. I had it out of a soup bowl and it was quite amazing. That was an edible. Feel good. Very good.
You don't condone drugs on the Buttered Bread podcast.
You speak for yourself. More topics. So these are topics we won't be using from my mom. Number 1, Workaholics. She gets these from Kelly and Ryan and whatever Democrat mainstream media she watches and passes them on to me.
Mainstream
These
media.
are free, I don't think we will be doing. Workaholics are less productive than people who meditate. I mean, that's just a flawed statement in general. What is a workaholic?
That's a matter of opinion, but
people
also you could be a workaholic who meditates.
Exactly. That's what a lot of workaholics do meditate, and it's like a race. It's like I did 10 minutes of meditation, I did 4 hours of work, I did a 3-hour workout, I meditated again. I mean, a lot of meditators actually probably are workaholics, and a lot of them are slackers too, trying to get away from life because it's a great way to just escape. Oh, I'm meditating. No, you're not. You're doing nothing. All right. Next. another piece. The new trendy drink for this summer is a Dirty Shirley Temple. Can you imagine we did a show on this? Thanks, Mom. I love you so much. But I was like, she sent me this. Isn't
So the hot drink this summer is the Dirty Shirley Temple.
Oh, cheers! Dirty Shirley Temple. Oh my god.
If our audience is like stay-at-home moms or something, then maybe. But speaking of mom, at the moment I said mom, my mom texted me, "How's the podcast going?"
Oh,
It's
nice.
going great.
We should call her in the middle, maybe get her on speaker.
Well, too bad my phone is filming this.
Well,
But, maybe the next
Call her on the
episode.
computer.
But
Next piece, Shirley Temple. And Apple is no longer making iPods. Big news.
who the hell? Like, I'm like, they were making iPods this whole time. I haven't seen an iPod since 2009.
Let's talk about it. Let's not. Let's go to the next piece of news.
Skip.
I don't care. Love you, Mom. but I
Skip.
don't care.
Speaking of
But this is
iPods,
also
let's
from
put
my
this
mom.
on skip.
So this was a good one. She redeemed herself today. She's texted me, dead bodies found at the bottom of Lake Mead. And I said, who was there? And she said, mostly mobsters. And my dad said, what if it was lobsters? There's really lobsters at the bottom. So there's a bunch of dead mobsters at the bottom of Lake Mead in Nevada.
I have a dead body lake story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, so one time I'm in Central Park, trying to exit Central Park, and I see a bunch of police tape to get over the bridge to get to the exit. And I'm like, I look to my right, I look to my left, I don't see anybody, so I just lift up the police tape, I walk over, and I walk through and I get out of the park. Then I see all these police vehicles and news vehicles, and everybody's rushing to the scene. They're like, coming up next, da 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 da.
I like how you say vehicle.
Yeah,
Continue.
vehicle.
I never heard anyone pronounce the H.
So I ask one of the bystanders, I'm like, hey, what's going on here? They're like, oh, a body just got found in the lake. So I'm like, shucks. Here I am, trampsing across the police tape with my footprints, my DNA, my hair follicles, everything up. So I'm like, yeah, now I'm going to get framed with murder like OJ. No, OJ did it.
I mean, as long as they can't Me Too you, you'll probably be okay. And if it's in New York City, they'll just let you right out. If you're not in New York or New York City right now, they just let everyone right out, like, the next day?
Yeah.
So it's a great place to come and commit some crimes. You heard it here first on the Butter Bread podcast. I want our main demographic to be murderers.
I just want to have a demographic. I don't care who they are.
No, I like murderers because they're, a lot of times maybe they're planning. I like people with good planning
Well,
skills.
they're definitely ballsy. I like people with balls.
Right? They're lowering the population, which I have a problem with. Sorry, the LIE is a little bit crowded, so like.
Let me ask you this: as a woman, would it turn you on to know that you're having sex with a guy who's murdered someone? And I don't mean like in war. I mean like.
It depends how he murdered them and why, but I would say I saw being a murderer as a good thing, and I'll just tell a quick aside on this one. So 4 psychics who don't know each other said that this guy who murdered lots of people is my soulmate / twin flame, and he told me himself I was going to do a documentary on him, but he might have died like last April. I think he might have been captured, and I think he died. He was like a major drug cartel CEO of the Juarez drug canal. Whatever, maybe he's my soulmate. But the point is, long-winded, is that he's definitely a murderer. I know for a fact he's chopped people up into pieces. And I was like, you know what? All right, just ended a 2-year relationship. That's probably good, because if I'm going to be more well-known and traveling more, it would be good
Did
to
you
have
ever
someone
meet this guy?
No, but for 4 or 5 years, we like talked back and forth at least a couple times a
And
year.
you knew he'd chop people into pieces?
Yeah, I thought that was a good
I'll tell you
thing.
this, I would never, ever sleep with a woman who'd chop people
No.
into pieces. Not that I'm offended that she chopped people into pieces,
Yeah.
I would just be afraid that she would chop me into pieces.
Yeah, I would be a little afraid too, but the thing is, like, I like safety and
What if he was like
security.
really chivalrous?
Right?
But like, you know, so he treated you like gold, and all women, he's like, I don't believe I opened the door for the girls. But he was chopping men into pieces, so you knew you were safe no matter what.
Oh, because he only chopped the men.
Unless, I don't know, what if you offended him? What if you cheated on him or something? And
Yeah, I know. I would be a little afraid of that, but I treat people really well. I haven't had a problem with pissing off any ex ever. Maybe a friend or a production person, but I wouldn't be worried about pissing them off. I think things would go smoothly. I'm not really difficult. I would just be afraid that maybe someone he chopped up with, like the family, would come for revenge to me. So that was a worry. So so does it turn me on that someone's a murderer? No, but I kind of think it's a good thing if someone has the track record, because they gotta have a track record to do something, to come travel with me and live with me, because it's a built-in bodyguard. I mean, bodyguards have killed people. A lot of them have. So it's like untrained bodyguard. Yeah, it's a great thing. It's a safety thing. If someone hasn't killed someone, maybe you should reconsider who you're living with, because can they protect you? Right? They should try to kill at least 1 or 2, 3 people to show you how good of a self-defense team they are.
Would you date O.J. Simpson? If he was in his prime, not now.
I would date him if he looked like James Franco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he got a face transplant, it's
So,
not my type, really.
So,
yeah.
if O.J. Simpson looked exactly like James Franco, but he was O.J. Simpson, you would date him?
Yeah, I would. Because, and also, just in case, love you, OJ. Love you. Don't squeeze the juice. Don't squeeze the juice. Stay sweet. I'm not saying you killed anyone. I don't have any opinion. I wasn't there. That's my rule. Let's say he did kill someone. You know, perhaps he learns some lessons, and he's probably an even better man. So either way, he either didn't kill someone, and oh my God, he learned so much. He was falsely accused. That's so sad. Or he did, maybe. And then he learned from it.
I just thought that the Bronco chase was cool.
And he can drive fast.
The fact that he didn't just give up and like, okay, here I am. He at least tried to run.
He's persistent. I mean, he's ballsy. He's funny.
And he had his 48 laws of power. Make somebody else do it, you take the credit. Everybody, like nowadays, the folklore is OJ was behind the wheel. No, he had his friend driving the car while he just sat in the back.
The Bronco?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, his friend AC.
I don't want to date him
His
now.
friend AC Cowlings was driving the car.
That. No. I was like, oh, that's amazing. Like, he can get away from cops. That's amazing.
Also, AC Cowlings was such a good friend of OJ's and worshipped OJ so much. OJ drove a white Ford Bronco. But the white Ford Bronco that the chase happened in was AC Cowlings' white Ford Bronco. He just idolized OJ so much, he got the same exact car.
Yeah.
OJ's white Ford Bronco, he couldn't have done the chase in because the police took it for evidence.
Yeah, that's wife goals. If someone's getting the same car as you just to emulate you, like, you're probably someone worth knowing. So that makes him more appealing. Would you date him?
Would I date OJ?
Yeah.
No, but I'm sure everybody says he's a really, really likable guy. But with like a serious anger streak. He's got like a serious...
Yeah, that's just the one detail, you know? And usually when someone has a really bad trait, they often have a really good trait that no one has. That's one thing I've noticed. If you have a really bad trait that no one has, you also have really good traits that no one has. So it probably balances out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's the greatest entertainer to ever live. Next to Donald Trump.
Actually, can we show a clip of the Michael Jackson video game you played yesterday?
Oh, yeah. So I played Moonwalker on Sega Genesis. We went to the Cradle. And Jen was interviewing people for her other show. Mm-hmm. And I was it was at the Cradle of Aviation Museum at
Garden City,
Garden City, New York, Long Island. And they had a bunch of arcade games upstairs, and I found Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. And I've always been a big fan of Michael, but I've never gotten to play the Moonwalker game. And for those of you who don't know at home, you might have heard of it, maybe not. The whole point of the game is to, every level, you have to save missing kids who were kidnapped by a gangster named Mr. Big, and you need to fend off bad guys by doing dance moves. And then when you find the kid, each kid goes, Michael! And like jumps up and down. And
the head is at crotch height.
Well, yeah, they're like, Michael's here, the kid is standing like, they're basically like the level of his crotch, and they just go, Michael! And so it's like they're going up and down by his crotch. It's very interesting.
Right here. It's very strange, and I have a very open mind whenever I see anything, and I was like, honestly, that might have been like some symbolism or hidden tells or coincidence or manifestation.
Either way, one of the greatest singers, songwriters, dancers to ever live, and the game was super fun. And you know what? If he touched me, I wouldn't have snitched. I would have taken that shit to the grave, okay? Not that I don't have condolences to if anybody was harmed. My heart goes out to you. That's the worst thing you could experience.
Pretty bad.
Arguably worse than murder. But
probably. So so if you want to see little kids that are missing get rescued and then hump Michael Jackson's leg, having their face in his crotch, Moonwalker, right? Might be the game for you.
Moonwalker on Sega Genesis, and if you're lucky enough to find an arcade game, it's pretty cool.
Tune in next week for more Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Well, let's just introduce it.
All right, we're back.
All right, guys. Jen went to pee. She's back,
Thank
and
you.
we're gonna introduce the workout move of the week.
The workout move of the week. One of my favorite songs is the Pilates V move, to tone your core, and we're gonna do this. You can join in.
Oh boy, I'm getting some view here.
No, you're not. I'm wearing
Yes,
special
I
pants. These stockings are actually leggings. So
Yeah,
girls,
I'm not saying that I can see the Magna Carta Holy Grail, but I can see shapes and.
you can do it anywhere.
Okay.
That's it. You can tap up and down. You can crisscross. You can do it while you're at school, while you're at work, not while
You
you're
can
driving.
do it while you're in
Not while you're
prison.
driving.
You have a lot of time to work out.
And that's our workout move of the week. The Pilates V move. Little Pilates. Next week we'll have another move to keep yourself fit and strong. All right. Wake up. Got it. All right. So, alcohol can lead to flirting. Flirting can lead to cheating. We're gonna show you a clip and watch one from Love Is Blind. The show is very entertaining. And
Great show.
the cast members got a little drunk and
They
started
got a
flirting.
little intoxicated.
Well, they're partnered up. They're all partnered up, and now the opposite partners got together, drinking, and they were flirting with each other. And we're gonna show a clip of that right now.
Hey, you're a bad bitch. Like, let me just, like, you're beautiful. You're, like, let me do things for you. Let me, like, you're gorgeous. Like, I don't even need that. But, like, once in a fucking while. You're amazing. Listen, Jer Bear.
Now. That's a nice ring. That's not the ring you wanted. You want gold. You want gold.
You're so funny.
You don't like that ring? I know you don't. You like gold rings, don't you? You know how I know? Because I asked.
Oh no! All right. So alcohol can lead to flirting, and flirting can lead to cheating. It's like look but don't touch, touch but don't taste, taste but don't swallow. So you have alcohol, then you flirt, then you cheat.
It's this simple. It's science. 2 + 2 = 4. Alcohol lowers your inhibitions. If you're in a relationship, you should only drink with same-sex friends. Although women, that doesn't even count because women, they're all half a word that rhymes with spike. Anyway, men, not so much. At least not me. There's been many times where I've been come on to by other men who I thought were friends.
Right.
Many times.
Many times. So many men, so many times.
And I don't judge. Once again, I don't judge any letter of the alphabet. Period. But I just think if you're in a relationship, no, you can't. You can't.
You can't.
I would.
Have alcohol?
No. If you're with a member of the opposite sex. Period.
So
The
no
end.
alcohol around people of the opposite sex if you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never thought about that. This is like.
I mean, granted, look, it's possible. I just think it should be frowned upon.
You're probably right. But I quit drinking like 10 years ago, so I'm like very out of touch with like drinking in general because I can't.
Barely consume alcohol ever.
I can't. So I can't even drink. So that's
These
not even
days.
a possibility. Well, I guess for me, and I'm safe. My relationships are all safe because I physically can't. I will projectile vomit after 2 shots.
And I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it's not possible to be out with a member of the opposite sex drinking. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because it's true. The way most people drink and the way I used to drink, just you don't even know what you're doing. Like your inhibitions are dropped, and a lot of people aren't careful. They don't even know what they did the next day, perhaps. So you're right. Okay, that's what alcohol does. I forgot. So out of touch with alcohol. I'm like, wow. I was like, that's a really strong.
Comment below what you
strict
think.
rule.
Comment below what you think, because imagine you're like a total cuck if you're with a girl and she's like, I'm going out to drink with my coworkers. think we should just end it here.
I think so too.
All right, guys.
We'll have to cut that out.
It's been real.
Let's just. Yeah. All right. See you later.
Follow us on all our social medias at Jason Scoop on everything.
Get that bread buttered. Take care of your business. Handle
Where
your
can
business.
they find you?
That's the thought of the week.
Where can they find you on Instagram?
Handle your business at Jen Elise Feldman at Jen is L Man.
Have a great week.
Jen
All our
is
dates,
L-Man.
all our shows posted on
L-Man,
there.
everything.
Much love. Stay black.